Welcome back, everybody, to Nick's Amiibo League. That was an incredible season. The 2026 season was easily the best season we ever had. But just because the 2026 season is over does not mean we are done yet here on Nick's Amiibo League until next year. The Assorted Conference Amiibo won a chance. That's right. We are going to be doing something with the Assorted Conference. You may see Meta Knight over here. That's because Meta Knight was standing in for Diddy Kong in the Midwest Division, but he's originally from the Assorted Conference, which is where he is right now. These are all Amiibo that did not get to fight in Nick's Amiibo League because of reasons which I got into at the start of the season. Because it wouldn't have been fair if I did a tournament with them, because they would have had to fight more matches than the other two conferences. So I decided to just do a tournament with the Western and Eastern conferences. And in the process, not only did I leave out all the Assorted Conference Amiibo except Meta Knight, I also left out these guys, the cards. I'll be going over that in a second. All right, so these are the cards. You might have seen most of these on my main channel, Slick Nick Gaming, but this is the first time that I am showing them on Nick's Amiibo League. These are the custom cards. Almost all of them are custom, except the Isabel one. That's official. Before I introduce them, I am legally obligated to say that these cards will not be reproduced and they will not be sold. Nor will they be reproduced and sold. So these are all of my custom cards, all my Amiibo cards that I did not show on Nick's Amiibo League. I'm going to go ahead and introduce them one by one. These are the two self-portrait cards that I made, which is essentially based off of baseball cards for Special Olympics. I play Special Olympics baseball every spring. Those are basically Mii fighters with my likeness on them. These are more Mii fighters based on the S&G memes. If you watch my main channel, Slick Nick Gaming, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And these are all Mii fighters. Mario Toad, Daisy Kong, Funky Koopa, and Lanky Kamek. And then, this is the only real card, the only authentic one, Isabel, which is the Isabel card, one of the Isabel cards from the Animal Crossing series of Amiibo cards. And I also took the liberty of creating Amiibo cards for each of the 7 Koopa Kids. And yeah, these are all of my custom Amiibo cards. I've used these, again, on my main channel for Amiibo March Madness, just not here on Nick's Amiibo League. So now that you've seen all of my extra Amiibo, you may be wondering what I'm going to do with them on this channel, since they didn't get to participate in the main event. I'm going to start off by saying we are not going to be doing a full regular season and playoffs just like we did for the Western Conference and Eastern Conference. That is the main event. Now we are doing side events until we get to the start of the next season in April, this being the first. So instead of doing a full-blown regular season and playoffs, I'm going to be doing a single elimination tournament. The grand total with all the Amiibo that I didn't use, plus Meta Knight, who is in the Assorted Conference, gets to a total of 35. But before that, I decided to take away Meta Knight because he already fought during the main event. And I also took away both of the baseball card Amiibo because they aren't fully trained yet. So that makes a total of 32 Amiibo, which is just the right amount for a single elimination tournament. Now, I know what you're thinking. You hear single elimination tournament, and you're probably like, it's going to be just like Amiibo March Madness. Not at all. It's still going to be a single elimination tournament, but it's going to be nothing like Amiibo March Madness. Because this is Nick's Amiibo League, and not Slick Nick Gaming. This is Nick's Amiibo League. Therefore, there's going to be a twist. And here it is. In this tournament, the Assorted Conference Tournament for 2026, it's going to be randomized. In Amiibo March Madness, I only randomize the matchups for the first round. Then it's just straightforward after that. The winner of one match takes on the winner of the next match. But this time, every single matchup in all of the rounds is going to be randomized. It's still going to be single elimination, but here's how it's going to work. So, at the end of this video, I'm going to be doing a draw. This is going to be a lot like the FA Cup. Because I've been watching a lot of soccer thanks to the World Cup. So here's how this is going to work. At the beginning or end of every round, I'm going to be doing a draw where I take all the remaining Amiibo and put them on a spinning wheel. And the order of which they appear on the wheel is the order they're going to be fighting each other. And the 16 winners from round 1 will be advancing to round 2. And then I'm going to take those 16 winners and then randomly assort them again with the spinning wheel. And we're going to keep going like that. And then in round 3, it's going to be randomized again with those 8 winners. And then when we get to the semifinals, we're going to randomize the 4 winners from round 3. And then once we get to the championship, we're going to have the last 2 Amiibo standing go at it. So, yeah, every round is going to be randomized until we get to the championship. And, here's the other twist. There's not just one twist, there are 2 twists. Every match is going to require the Amiibo to win more than once. In the first 2 rounds, it's going to be best of 3. In round 3, it's going to be best of 5. And then in the semifinals and the championship, those are all going to be best of 7. So, best of 3 means first to 2 wins, best of 5 means first to 3 wins, and best of 7 means first to 4 wins, essentially. Alright, so now that all of that explaining is out of the way, let's go ahead and do the draft for the first round of the tournament. Alright guys, here we go. It's time for the draw. I have all 32 Amiibo placed on this wheel. And as I said earlier, for every round, the matchups are going to be randomized. And the randomized matchups will be determined by this wheel, wheelofnames.com. So I have placed all the Amiibo on here. And let's get started. Let's select the first match. We have Inkling Girl. Actually, no, it's Lemmy. Sorry about that. And after 5 seconds, the winners are going to be removed off the wheel. Let's go ahead and close that so we can select the next matchup. Who is Lemmy going to be facing? Lemmy is going to be facing Iggy. So it's going to be a Koopaling versus Koopaling matchup. That should be a fun one. Alright, that's one matchup down. Let's go ahead and do the rest of them. Next up, for matchup number 2, it's going to be between... Is Inkling Girl... Oh! Didn't miss her that time. Inkling Girl... Inkling Girl will be facing... Gold Mario! Alright, now it's time for the next one. Why is Larry's name in big letters like that? I don't get it. Daisy Kong, we have our first SNG meme off the wheel. And who will Daisy Kong be facing? Daisy Kong will be facing Isabelle. All right, match number 4. King DDD. Who will King DDD be facing? It's going to be Daisy. Okay. Also known as Blue Daisy. That's another SNG meme, in case you're wondering. You weren't? Okay. All right. Wedding Mario. In match number 5. And who will Wedding Mario be taking on in match number 5? It's gonna be Larry. Larry. Wedding Mario will be facing Larry. All right, that's 5 matchups down. Who's going to be selected next? It's going to be the Purple Inkling Squid. And who will the Purple Inkling Squid be taking on? Mario Toad. No, not Mario Tad. Mario Tad. No, it's Mario Toad will be facing the Purple Inkling Squid in round 1. All right. Who's next? The Toy Link that I picked up at Best Buy. Specifically, that is the Link's Awakening Link amiibo. Funky Koopa. Toy Link will be facing Funky Koopa in match number 7. All right. In match number 8, Pink Yarn Yoshi. And who will Pink Yarn Yoshi be facing in round 1? It's going to be the Isabelle card. Isabelle figure has already been selected. So the Isabelle card will be facing Pink Yarn Yoshi in round 1. And with that, we are halfway through here. Let's go ahead and start the second half of this draw. Next up is Inkling Boy. And who will Inkling Boy be facing? It's going to be Ganondorf. The Tears of the Kingdom Ganondorf. Matchup number 10 is going to be between Silver Mario, also known as Heavy Metal, and who will Silver Mario be facing? Wedding Bowser! Also known as Bowser. He's named after John Bowser Bauman from Sha Na Na. Match number 11 is the Green Yarn Yoshi, also known as Plushie. And who will Green Yarn Yoshi be facing? Are we going to have another Koopaling? Yes, it's going to be Wendy. Finally, we have another Koopaling that's been picked. All right. For matchup number 12, we have 8-Bit Mario. And he'll be taking on Morton. Another Koopaling. Technically, it's Morton Jr. All right, we are 3/4 of the way done. We just have 4 matchups left to decide. Ludwig, the last Koopaling left. I keep having to zoom out the page. Sorry about that. And Ludwig will be taking on Wedding Peach. And with that, now there are 3 matchups left to decide. Also, I put Roy's name with the Koopaling next to it just to signify it was the Koopaling and not the Smash Melee fighter. Not the Roy from Fire Emblem. Blue Yarn Yoshi. Also, I just realized Ludwig is not the last Koopaling to be picked. Roy is the last one to be picked. Green Inkling Squid. All right. Just 2 more spins here to decide 2 more matchups. 8-Bit Link. And who will 8-Bit Link be taking on? There's 3 fighters left on the wheel. Who will be taking on 8-Bit Link? Looks like it's going to be Roy. The Koopaling, not the Fire Emblem Roy. And then, looks like the last matchup is going to be between Lanky Kamek and Wario. All right, so nope, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that is gonna do it. Those are your matchups for the first round. Now that the draft is done, let's go ahead and take a closer look. All right, guys, here are your matchups for round 1. But before we end things off for the day, there is one more thing I have to mention, and that is the schedule for this tournament. There are 5 rounds, as I just mentioned, and none of these rounds are going to be live streamed. They are going to be video premieres just like the old days. So they're not going to be live streamed simply because I'm going to be starting work soon. And as a result, I cannot really plan live streams. Not that I didn't have fun live streaming, I did, but it's just I'm not going to be able to schedule live streams as often because I'm going to be working. And so it's going to be video premieres just like the old days, you know, back when we always did video premieres. So that's how that's going to work. This tournament is going to be going up. The entire thing is going to be going up over the course of 2 weeks. We're going to be doing 1 round every other day. But there's a catch. The first round is going to be 2 days because in the first round, it's going to be between 32 and 48 matches long. And I do not want to have that many matches in a video. So I'm going to be splitting round 1 into 2 days. And then we're going to take a day off. And then we're going to do round 2. Take another day off. Round 3. Take another day off. The semifinals. And then take another day off. And then we're going to have the championship. So that's how that's all going to work. Okay? So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the official start of the 2026 Nick's Amiibo League Assorted Conference Tournament. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching.